Hello everybody and welcome to another Gareth guitar tutorial. My name's Gareth Evans. Today we are learning Wonderwall by Oasis, the fingerstyle version. Before we get started, the last thing to say, capo on the 2nd fret of the guitar. Let's get started then. So this strumming pattern. Okay, so this technique that I'm using, I'm basically using my index finger to strum up and down the whole time. The reason I do that is because I grow my nails a little bit in order to help with the finger picking on my right hand. So if you've got a little bit of nail, you can do that. If you don't, the way I found was the best was strum down with your index, strum up with your thumb. Okay, that was a good technique if you don't have nails like I do. So use that or the index finger up and down, that could work for you too. It's up to you, take your pick. So this intro is basically Wonderwall as we all know and love, right? It's the original verse section of the song. Okay, so I'm going to explain it to you like you've never played it before. You might have played it before, you might not have played it before. You can skip this bit if you know how to do the intro. So position with your left hand or fretting hand is 3rd fret on the 1st and 2nd string, 2nd fret on the 4th and 5th string. Okay, everything else is open for now. So what we're doing is 4 down strums, right? So I'm going to break it up like this. 4 down strums to start. That was 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the beat, right? Dun, dun, dun. And then we've got, which is the next 5 strums. And we've got, from that same position, we strum up and then change to the G, which is the 3rd fret on the 6th string now with the middle finger. So you move that from the 2nd fret on the 4th. So it's up. And then you play that when you get there, which is down, up, down, down. So it's up, down, up, down, down. Up, down, up, down, down. So if you get them 2 bits together, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up, down, down, in changing the position. So that's this whole sequence. To finish there, like I just started, was just to finish off with a down and an up, just lightly played, right? So we've got down, 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 to finish off. Okay, so once we're there, the next sequence is a kind of repeat. From this part onwards, you've got down, up, down, down. You've got down, up, down, down again here. Down, up, down, down. So it's kind of the same. So it's with the first strum, you're just strumming down the bottom 3 strings, I guess, open 3rd. And then what you're doing is you're adding the 2nd fret on the 3rd string after the first down strum. Down, up, down, down. Okay. Okay, then we've got up, down, up and down again. First up in the same position, and then that's these 2 here, and then a lift off the 2nd fret for the 2nd down. So it's 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So this whole sequence should go. Okay. And then the next sequence, you go to this A shape here. So 2nd fret on the 4th and 3rd string with your first 2 fingers still on that 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd string, obviously. You play two up strums, okay? And what you do is after you've strummed up, you then lift off the fretted position to make it, to shorten the sound of the chord. So it's sharper and more choppy. You do that twice, okay? And then you play the end, which is that. So it's up, down, up in this position without those short choppy chords. And then you lift off the 2 fingers, down, up again. You play that, okay? So it's... Okay, with the previous bit we've got... So that's the whole line now, here. Okay, so if we do it from the beginning, we should have this. And then repeat. So that's the first 2 bars, right? I've just played it for you twice. The second 2 bars is a little different because we've got this end in here, right? So halfway through the bar 4, we do the same up until that point. So when we get to that first strum upwards on that A position, you just hold it, okay? And then we've got 2 thumb slaps into the strings, and then those harmonics there, okay? We all know how to do a thumb slap, pretty simple. Bring your thumb in, not too hard, light as you can, and still getting a reasonable sound. Don't force it, don't twitch it to make it too much. It's it can overpower the song if you do it too much, right? So 2 light thumb slaps, and then here. So this is a harmonic, right? These are harmonics, even. On the first and second string. Now, these happen at certain intervals on the guitar, but because we're fretted on the second, this is going to be about 12 frets above where we're fretted. So it's the absolute 14th. You'll have some sort of indication of the 12th fret here on your guitar. What I'm going to do is move that over so you can see what the hell I'm doing. And 2 above that is the 14th. So what you do then is you touch, I use my little finger because I don't have a cutaway on my guitar. My hand naturally fits on this 14th here, so I don't have to really look. I just get the position with the body of my guitar, right? So what I'm doing is touching the string directly above the fret, so that's the metal part. Directly above the metal part, you touch it. You can either pluck the 2 strings here, or you strum upwards with your index finger, just on those 2. You can do the 3, no big deal, but aim for the 2. Okay, so let them ring out. As soon as you pluck it, pull your fingers away, okay? Okay, like that. And then we're into the first verse. So the whole of the intro plays like this. All right, so verse 1, we're coming down here to this part of the tab. This is verse number 1. That's the first 2 bars, so the bars 5 and 6, if you're following along. The technique we're using here is palm muting. So what this is the palm of your hand just touches, you can see I'm not touching at all there, but if you bring your palm of your hand just on a little bit to the string, pluck the 6th string, you should get a muffled, slightly muffled sound. It gives you a more kind of duller bass note to distinguish between the bass and the rest of the notes. That's why this technique's used. And that is used on all the 4th, 6th and 5th string notes for now, okay? You'll see above the tabs it's got PM, which means palm muting, but it doesn't apply to all the notes, only applies to the 6th and 5th string for now, okay? If it deviates from that, then it'll be on the 4th string when I'm playing the bass note. And that'll be very rarely anyway, okay? So bear that in mind when we're going along. So that's the first sequence, bass note, 6th string, open 6th string bass note, and then 6th string and 4th string together. And then what we're doing is we're sliding it into the 9th fret position on that 4th string. And then thumb into the strings here, or the 6th string like I like to do. down to the 7th fret on that 4th string and just flick it with the index finger. Okay, and you can be accurate without playing all the other strings 5th and 3rd, because if you use this index finger wisely and just touch the tip of your finger on the 5th string so it doesn't make a note, and then you use the under part, the fleshy part of your finger to mute the 3rd string. So you can be slightly less accurate with this flick down with the index finger. You can hit 3 strings and just get that 1 note. Okay? Of course, you might not need to mute those strings if you can be pretty accurate with your index finger, but that will come with time and practice. After that, we do that. So it's the open 3rd to this position here, 2nd fret on the 3rd, 3rd fret on the 6th. Again, still palm muting that 6th string. You do 2 pinches, 6 and 3, and pull off from 2 to open on the 3. Okay? And then slap and flick again, just the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. Again, you can kind of get your finger to mute the strings around it if you need to, if you want to do it that way, or just aim for the 3rd string and just be very precise. Okay, to finish the bar, you play just a single note on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, pull it off to open. So we've got, so that's bar number 5, and then we've got that next. So we're up to the 5th fret here on the 5th string, 7th fret here on the 4th string. You play them both together, obviously trying to palm mute that 5th string and not palm mute the 4th string. It's a technique that will come with time, this, right? The palm muting, but you'll get it. So you pull off to the 5th fret on the 4th string, so it helps if you're barring across on that 5th fret with the index finger. Do that twice. And then you slap and flick the 7th fret on the 4th string on its own. And then you pull off from 4 to open, or you play the 4th fret on the 3rd string, pull that off to open, and then play the open 5th fret. Okay. Okay, this is where we go back to the strumming a bit, is halfway through bar number 6. From that open bass note we've just played on the open 5th string, we've got a strum up here. So it's 3rd fret on the 1st and 2nd string, open 3rd. That's the strum with the index finger. So it's after the bass note, strum up, bass note again, strum up. Okay? Okay, after you've got that, this next section here is slap into the strings with your thumb and strum down those first 3 strings, and then strum up again on its own. Okay? Then after you've got that, slap on its own, and then up to this 12th fret harmonic again and strum up. Like that, and that's that section. So this section together from halfway through bar 6. Quite tricky that. And that's the sequence. Okay, so that is the end of bar 6. And with the beginning of bar 6, the whole thing now. Okay, so just to recap bar 5 and 6 together. Okay, and that's how 5 and 6 to go. Okay, next up bar 7 and 8. We start off the same. We don't do that second pull off here this time, so we've got on that G position, we just hold, on the second pinch, we just hold the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, don't pull it off. And play like that, okay? Okay, so after that we've got a new kind of line here. Sounds a little bit different. The first pinch here on the 5th fret of the 5th, 7th fret of the this bit here. First pinch, you don't do the pull off, and then the second pinch you do, and then back to normal after that. To finish off, right? So we've got this time. Okay, so that's the second line. So the first and second line together should play like this. Alright, so the next line goes like this. Okay, that's the next line. So we're up here, 9th fret of the 4th string, 7th fret of the 3rd string, open 6th as well. We've got a pinch 6 and 4, followed by the 3rd string, and do that again. Bring your thumb into the string then to give a slap. So you play the 4th string, still on the 9th fret, the open 1st string, and come over to the 3rd fret of the 6th. Okay? And then you pinch the 6 and the 2 both on that 3rd fret. And then you do that. So what this after this pinch, you play the 1st fret on the 3rd string, slide it up to the 2nd fret. As you get to the 2nd fret, you slap your thumb into the string, like that. And then you pull off to open and let the 3rd string ring out open. Without plucking it, just pull it off. Okay, that sequence, and then we're into bar number 10 now. Okay. We're doing that sequence, so up to the 5th fret here, barred on the 5th and 4th string. You play them both together, hammer up to the 7th fret on the 4th, followed by the 5th string again, and then the 4th string back on that 5th fret. Okay. And then you slap and you flick the 4th string, but you start on the 7th fret and slide up to the 9th. Okay. Okay, and that was here if you're looking at the tabs. So the next part, that's the sequence now. So we play the open 3rd, the open 5th twice, and then we play the 2nd fret on the 4th string once. The second time we play it, we're slapping and flicking down onto it and hammering up to the 4th fret. So that's the sequence. And then we finish with the open 3rd string again. Okay, so that's this bar. And that's how bar 10 goes. Okay, so bar 9 and 10 together then. Okay, moving on next, we're going to go to bar 11 and 12. And that goes like this. That to begin. So we're here on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, 3rd fret on the 5th string. You've got 5, 4, 5, and then 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4 twice. But we've moved up 2 frets here to the 4th fret on the 4th, 5th fret on the 5th. Okay? So we've got and then we've got the bar 12, which is the last bar of this verse. Okay, like that. So we've got this position, 2nd fret on the 4th and 3rd string. You play 5, 3 and then 4. And then we play 5 and 2. Okay, yeah, that's right. Followed by 3 and then 4 again. And then the open first. And we've got that sequence there now, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4. Okay, so and then after that, you've got to slap into the strings and then those harmonics again. Okay. And then with the previous bar, all right, and so this whole verse altogether then should play like this. Unfortunately, that is the end of the free preview for this guitar lesson of Wonderwall. If you do want to go and watch the rest of this lesson, there's 2 ways to do it. Firstly, head over to patreon.com/Gareth Evans, link in the description of this video. If you sign up there, you get access to the whole lesson, as well as you get access to my guitar lesson library, which includes dozens of other guitar lessons just like this. And also now you get access to my fingerstyle arranging course, which is just premiered there. And there's 8 videos in that series so far, includes the breakdown of how I came up with this arrangement, and I'll be adding more content to that series as we go along. And the second way to get access to the rest of this lesson, if you don't fancy subscribing via Patreon, you can head over to my music sheet. There's a link in the description again, and you can just buy the guitar lesson outright. If you want to do it that way, it's up to you. So that's it for this video. See you again in the next one. Bye for now.